What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back. Photoshoot week 4. We are in for pull today. Not really sure what I'm actually going to do with this video, to tell you the truth. Usually for the past two, I've just been going through one particular day. So today's Monday, we're in for pull. I'll show you Tuesday. I've actually got a session with a client tomorrow, so I might show you that. I'll probably do a montage of today's session. I've not done a montage of a training session in a while, so that should be quite fun. Get some fancy aesthetic bits and pieces. See where the week takes us. So we are in for push. We are still £2 ahead of schedule, which is always good. Ticking that box. Now this week, I did actually fuck up a little bit this week. If you are part of any of my content channels, Instagram, emails, TikTok, whatever, you may well have seen this already, but I did slightly fuck up this week. Not really, but enough to sort of see a difference. Now I am obviously currently running Reta, as I mentioned in previous videos. Last dosage of Reta, last time I used it, whether or not it was bunk, it was just shit, I'm not even too sure, to tell you the truth. But this time around I'm using less than half the dose and my appetite is fucking gone. It is absolutely gone, just full all the time. Now yes, my food is high, my food hasn't actually moved at all since I've actually dropped into this cut, and I'm down £12 now, 227 down to 215, so I'm in a good spot. Food hasn't moved. I've just dropped the cardio session in and just been a bit more stringent on my steps. Appetite wasn't in a great spot. I've dropped down by 50%. I'm hoping it is gonna lift appetite back up, but more just reignite a bit of a spark, you know. So hopefully that does come into play. See how the week goes. So I'm gonna get myself in for pull, a bit of carbs as well. Still got about 20 minutes to kill, to be fair. I ate my meal a bit late and then had to rush out to try and get here because I've got a relatively faster session I need to get through. So I'm just killing time, to be honest. Sat in the car park, just twiddling my keys. I mean, my pants are still on, so I can't really kill that much time. So pretty good spot. I wait another 10 minutes to get myself warmed up and stuff. Pick my nose a little bit, maybe go for a pee, and then get myself going. So I will catch you in the gym for the montage. Hope you enjoy it. So we are back in office. Let's just pretend it is the same day, because this week has been busy and it's not the same day, but pretend you didn't hear that bit. Okay, great. So welcome back. I saw you a couple of hours ago. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk you through the changes that I've made, basically. Now, the video was on Monday, it is now Friday. So we've had 4 or 5 days. I actually checked myself in this morning, just gone through a couple of changes and whatnot, and the way that I usually structure preps is I will always try and do the main bolus of the work across the first half. So if you're doing 20 weeks, let's just say in the first 10 weeks, I will try and do about 60 to 75% of the work, probably closer towards 75%. So if I've got 20 pounds to lose, I want to try and lose 75% of that. So I want to try and lose about 15 pounds within the first 10 weeks. And right now, technically today I'm sat at the goal. The goal is 215 this week. I am sat at it, but my average is still a little bit above, and ideally I want to be a little bit beyond the goal at all times. I don't want to be at the goal. I don't want to fall behind. That's when I panic. That's when my stress gets high. I want to be a little bit ahead of it, basically. So what I'm going to do this week is I'm just going to make 2 very small and minor tweaks, and this is literally the first change the whole entire block. Essentially, the only other change that I've made is I actually reduced Reta. I mentioned earlier, I actually reduced my dosage of Reta. My appetite was absolutely gone. It has actually helped quite a little bit this week. I reduced it on the Monday. It's now Friday, and I have noticed it come back a little bit. Again, it's not anything major. It's not high as such. But sorry, it's not in the bin. Sorry, it's in a good spot. It's in a good spot. I'm hungry at the right times, basically. So what I've done is food was at 2,900 calories. And that actually saw me, if food was at 2,900 calories, cardio was twice a week. That actually saw me, in steps of 10k, that saw me a £12 drop, 227 to 220. That was obviously at the start. This is literally the first official change that I'm actually going to make besides Reta. What I've done is I've dropped 200 calories, change number 1, dropped 200 calories, I'm now at 2,700 calories. Food if we quickly go through it, food is at 323 carbs, 51 fats, 237 protein. I've got everything here just so I don't forget. All I've done is I've just deployed one more cardio session. That is the only change that I've made. A lot of people here will tend to try and push everything in, and don't get me wrong, I get it, especially if you're assisted, you've got that card to play, but you don't want to jump the gun. You don't want to essentially get to a point where you are flagged, you are absolutely done. And it happens, so too many people drop their food, push in cardio daily straight off the bat, but then if you hit a plateau from that point, where do you go? The only thing that you can do is you can drop food or you can push cardio if you're natural. If you're assisted, push more clean, it's fine. But then your liver's fucked. Push my anavar, your liver's still fucked, you know? So you have to basically play your cards strategically, and this is exactly what I'm doing here. I don't need a major change. I have still dropped this week. I'll come down to this current week. I've still dropped a pound this week. It's not been a loss as such. It's not been a bad week. I just want more from the week, essentially. So the goal for this week was 215 on the dot, and I am 215 this morning. I've just been stagnating around 215 for this entirety of the week. Obviously, on the video that in the car, I was actually 215 then. So I've been 215, 216, 214. I've just been floating around that, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy the additional cardio, and I'm going to deploy the 200. So again, nothing major, not doing anything fucking stupid, and just see myself through. So we are currently 13 weeks out from the shoot. We are 12 pounds down. I personally think the last shoot we stepped on at 205. I do want to get a bit leaner than that, to be fair, so I'm probably going to be aiming for 200, to be honest. I think that'll see me to 8%, give or take. So that's going to be the game plan moving forwards into this week, and then we're just going to see it through from there, essentially. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to leave it there, to be honest. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. The week hasn't been anything exciting, so I'm not going to bore you with some fucking bollocks. So I will see you on the next one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, share, comment. You see some videos pop up, watch them too.